Well, greetings, Kenmore fans. If you remember a while back, I did a whole house carpet cleaning, but I didn't have the opportunity to post the weighed results. Well, now with this particular Elite, I've now done it twice, and I averaged the two scores, and they ended up being better than average. That was nice. Did 11.06 gram pickup average score. One was like a 10.9 and the other one was like, say, 11.2, whatever it was. And the bottom line is we ended up with 11.06. And let me see if I have another machine that matched that score pretty closely. Let's see. So now you see my 2005 Kirby Diamond Edition with a somewhat worn original stiff oblique brush roll in there, and that one scored 11.04. So essentially, these two machines are basically the same when running on my carpet. Now, there's a big difference in the level of agitation and also the airflow with these two machines. So what gives? What's going on here? Well, if you've taken a look at my channel for any period of time, you know what you see? I have essentially no sand. So sandy, gritty material pretty much isn't there. What I have is some fine dust. I have some short boxer dog hair. Dog name's Rosie. And of course I've got loose carpet fibers, dust bunnies, but I don't have any sandy, gritty material, to be sure. So even though these two machines are basically exactly the same for my carpet, when you go and take a look at the two-pass sand tests, you will see that if you have, let's see, I haven't done it with the Diamond Edition, but I did it with the Avalier with a brand new stiff oblique brush roll. The Avalier got 64% pickup, which is it's over twice the pickup of this Kenmore, because the Kenmore has a very weak brush roll, has very weak pickup for sand, and I've gone over that in previous videos. So bottom line is, if you're picking up fine dust, you have a pile carpet, the Kenmore does a great job. It's basically the equivalent of, like, say, an older Kirby with a stiff oblique brush roll. But if you have sand, the Elite picks up less than half. It does not do a good job. Also, there's another big problem with the Elite. See if you can observe the problem here with bare floor performance. And I'm not even going to turn the machine on. So right now this is on medium, right? So on medium, go like this. Yeah, see the brush roll spin? Yeah, it's dragging on a bare floor, right? So if I put it down on low, like you would normally have on a bare floor, right? It drags very badly. See if you can see the wobble. So this machine literally won't work on bare floors. Even if you leave the brush roll off, it's terrible. If you go to the YouTube channel Vacuum Wars, you can see his review of this particular machine, and you can see how well it actually does with the height control set to medium, even when he does bare floor tests. So I wonder if I can actually duplicate that, despite the fact that I think if you turn the brush roll on with this, even in medium, it possibly could scratch. And of course, if you put it down lower, it definitely is going to just tear up bare floors. Here, so it's on medium. so you can hear me better. That's a pretty good, fairly clean sweep. I got a little bit of the very fine baking soda still left, but keep in mind, the nozzle height was set way up to medium and the brush roll wasn't spinning. So let's take a quick look here, an initial look at Thomas's on loan, temporary loan, Eureka Whirlwind Lightspeed. So when he left the mini meet, I took a look at the brush roll bearings in here. And one of them, I forget which one now, guess it doesn't really make any difference, was 90% frozen. I mean, it could hardly move. So I disassembled it and just chunks came out. I didn't know if I could really recondition it, and it was a bearing type that I didn't have in stock. Well, as luck has it, I was able to recondition it, and it is mostly in pretty good shape. I'd give it like a, I'd probably give it like a B, you know, that kind of thing. And one of the bearings was, you know, frankly just lacking some grease. So repacked it with my beautiful blue goo, and one bearing in there is doing really fantastic, and another one is in pretty decent shape. Now the motor bearings are something different. But now with the brush roll spinning with this machine, how about we give it a whirl? And I'm going to set it at the lowest position I can that will not have the bristles touching the floor, which is actually just one position up from all the way down on low. I can go several clicks down. And I can go here, here, but I can't go there, so right here. So let's see what this does. And of course, you know, I can't turn the brush roll off, it has to spin. Well, come on, here. I've got to grease that. I definitely have to grease that. So if we see, oh, so much scatter. So the brush roll was not touching the floor, but it scattered like crazy, like 3 or 4 feet back. There. So that is a lot of scatter, but it did not scatter the sand, it did not scatter the baking soda, it scattered the large chunks. Now I suppose maybe you could put it down on low and maybe it would scatter differently, but I wanted to compare the height of this with the height of this, with the brush rolls pretty much not touching the concrete. And this one obviously doesn't spin, so it can't scatter. This one, when it spins and you can't turn it off, it does scatter. Anyway, stay tuned for a lot more videos with this Eureka Whirlwind Lightspeed. Guess I should really pick the rest of that mess up, shouldn't I? Let's see here. Tubes everywhere.